The federal government of Nigeria has announced plans to build a $10 billion technology innovation hub.
Now, after 14 years of construction, Ethiopia has officially inaugurated a controversial mega dam.
Ever heard someone say, Africa has no infrastructure? Yeah, those people probably haven't left their neighborhood. Or maybe they still think Wi-Fi runs on magic. Because today, we're traveling across a continent that's rewriting the rulebook on development. We're talking skyscrapers rising from red soil, highways so smooth they look photoshopped, and airports that make some first-world terminals look like bus stops. This is Africa 2.0, wired, connected, and unstoppable. So buckle up, because we're counting down the top 10 African cities with the best infrastructure in 2025. Let's kick things off in Tanzania, where Dar es Salaam is quietly turning into the Silicon Harbor of East Africa. It's not just the country's economic capital, it's the beating heart of a region on the rise. Here, the city's expansion is so rapid it practically needs a traffic controller. The Dar es Salaam Rapid Transit System, for instance, is a game-changer. Picture sleek buses gliding through dedicated lanes while the rest of Africa's commuters are still negotiating with potholes. And then there's the standard gauge railway, Tanzania's electric crown jewel, zipping passengers and cargo across the nation faster than your phone battery drops during rush hour. Add to that the newly upgraded Julius Nyerere International Airport, which looks like it was designed by someone who took one look at Dubai and said, "Yeah, we can top that." Dar isn't waiting for the future. It's building it, brick by digital brick, line by lightning-fast line. And if Dar es Salaam is the rising star of East Africa, our next city is West Africa's golden child, a place where bridges shine, ports hum, and Wi-Fi doesn't ghost you mid-Zoom call. Welcome to Abidjan, Ivory Coast, the city that moves like it's on a caffeine drip. They call it the Paris of West Africa, and honestly, it earns that title in full HD. The port of Abidjan is one of the busiest on the continent, moving everything from cocoa to containers with the precision of a Swiss timepiece. Meanwhile, just a few miles away, the Félix Houphouët-Boigny International Airport, yes, try saying that 3 times fast, is one of the best-managed aviation hubs in Africa. Abidjan's roads are wide, clean, and actually lead somewhere, a rare flex in many capitals. The bridges across the Ebrié Lagoon are not just feats of engineering. They're architectural statements, lit up at night like a tech CEO's rooftop party. And let's talk about digital life. This city's connectivity is top tier. You can stream, work, trade crypto, and run a business here without praying to the data gods for mercy. Abidjan is where efficiency wears designer clothes. But hold on. If you think style and infrastructure can't coexist, wait till you see what's coming next. We're flying north to a city that built its entire identity on blending cultures, architecture, and innovation. Casablanca, Morocco, the city where history meets high-speed rail and doesn't even stop for a selfie. This isn't just Morocco's economic engine. It's the bridge between Africa and Europe. The kind of city that makes you forget you're still on the African continent until the mint tea reminds you. Casablanca's infrastructure is like its skyline, sleek, strategic, and constantly under construction because progress here never hits pause. The highways, wide, fast, and smoother than your favorite playlist. The trams, gliding through the city like silver snakes in perfect sync with traffic lights that actually work. Yes, miracles happen. And the Al Borak high-speed train linking Casablanca to Tangier. It's Africa's first bullet train, cruising at 320 kilometers per hour. That's faster than most people can reply to a "Where are you?" text. But it's not just about speed, it's about style. Casablanca's business districts look like they were built by architects who think in Wi-Fi signals and glass reflections. The financial hub here is the heartbeat of North Africa, drawing investors who know this city isn't waiting for Europe's approval. It's setting its own standard. Now, if Casablanca is all about ambition and acceleration, Our next city proves that precision, planning, and cleanliness can be a competitive advantage. We're heading to Rwanda, where Kigali looks less like a capital and more like the future that everyone else is still Googling. You won't find trash on the streets here. You'll find solar-powered lights, organized roads, and city planning so detailed it feels AI-generated. Kigali isn't just clean, it's surgically clean. It's a city where order meets optimism, and it's working. Rwanda's leadership made infrastructure a national obsession, and it shows. Wide, well-paved roads, reliable electricity, expanding fiber optics, and green spaces that make you forget you're in an urban center. Kigali's transformation isn't loud or flashy. It's calm, deliberate, and ridiculously efficient. The city is proof that you don't need to be big to be world-class, just disciplined. And speaking of big, let's talk about Lagos, Nigeria. Because when it comes to size, ambition, and chaos perfectly balanced with creativity, Lagos is in a league of its own. This city doesn't sleep, doesn't blink, and definitely doesn't wait for permission to grow. With over 20 million people, Lagos is a living, breathing experiment in urban evolution. And somehow, it works. The infrastructure game here is massive. Bridges connecting islands to the mainland, expressways that slice through the city's hustle, and ports that handle most of Nigeria's trade. The Lekki Deep Seaport alone, a billion-dollar beast turning Lagos into West Africa's trade nerve center. The Eco-Atlantic project, a city rising out of the ocean, is pure sci-fi turned real estate. It's proof that Lagos isn't just adapting to the future. It's literally building new land for it. The skyline keeps rising, the roads keep expanding, and digital innovation is the city's pulse. Lagos may be crowded, but it's also courageous, a megacity refusing to apologize for its hustle. And if you think Lagos is big, bold, and unstoppable, wait till you see the next city on our list, a place where Africa's aviation, architecture, and ambition all take off at once. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, the city where the skyline rises as fast as your caffeine kicks in from a cup of Ethiopian coffee. This place isn't just the political capital of Africa, it's the infrastructure capital of momentum. Addis has gone from a sleepy highland city to a concrete statement that Africa can design, build, and innovate on its own terms. Let's start with transportation. The Addis Light Rail Transit System, Africa's first modern light rail. It's electric, efficient, and elegant. Something most cities can only dream of while sitting in traffic. The roads here are expanding like an empire, connecting neighborhoods, trade zones, and industrial parks with precision. But the real pride of Addis Ababa is the Bole International Airport, one of the busiest and most advanced airports on the continent. Walk inside and you'll feel like you've stepped into an aviation hub in Dubai, except this one's powered by Ethiopian Airlines, Africa's most successful carrier. The airport's sleek terminals and smart logistics make it the nerve center of African air travel. Add the rising skyline, shiny hotels, business towers, and residential projects stretching higher every month, and you can literally watch Addis rewrite its skyline in real time. The city isn't just building infrastructure, it's building confidence, one high-rise and high-speed connection at a time. And if Addis Ababa is Africa's ambitious climber, then Cairo, Egypt, is the Grand Master, a city that's been playing the urban development game for centuries and still finds new levels to unlock. Cairo's infrastructure is colossal. Think road networks that stretch like arteries feeding one of the largest urban populations in Africa. It's got bridges, highways, and the biggest metro system on the continent, keeping over 20 million people moving every single day. But Cairo didn't stop there. Egypt's government is pouring billions into new smart cities, including the new administrative capital, a futuristic extension, complete with high-speed trains, solar grids, and glass towers that sparkle like a mirage in the desert. Telecommunications, electricity, water systems, Cairo's got it all, layered over ancient civilization with modern ambition. It's a reminder that old cities don't fade, they evolve. Now, if Cairo is the historic heavyweight, Nairobi, Kenya is the tech-fueled upstart throwing innovation punches that land hard. Nairobi's transformation over the past decade has been wild, and 2025 is its victory lap. You've got the Nairobi Expressway, a sleek toll road slicing through the city like a laser, the Thika superhighway turning commutes into joyrides, and the standard gauge railway linking Nairobi to the port of Mombasa, supercharging trade and travel. The skyline, a glittering mix of glass, steel, and ambition. Nairobi's infrastructure doesn't just look good, it works. Reliable power, expanding water systems, and one of the best integrated digital networks in Africa. Mobile banking, internet penetration, and tech startups are making this city the Silicon Savannah. Nairobi is proof that infrastructure isn't just about roads and bridges. It's about access, innovation, and opportunity. And just when you think Africa's infrastructure game can't get any more cinematic, the next city enters like a drone shot over Table Mountain. Stunning, sustainable, and absolutely world-class. Driving Cape Town, South Africa, where mountains meet mega projects and infrastructure looks like it was designed by nature herself. This city doesn't just have roads and buildings, it has personality. Picture highways curving along the ocean, glass towers catching golden sunsets, and a skyline that whispers, "We've already made it." Cape Town's infrastructure is a masterclass in balance between beauty and function, sustainability and sophistication. The public transport system is tight, efficient, and surprisingly scenic. The Cape Town International Airport ranks among the best in Africa, serving as a gateway to the world with the kind of polish you'd expect in Singapore or Zurich. But it's not just about what's above ground, it's what's powering it all. The city's renewable energy push is rewriting the rule book. Solar farms, wind projects, and eco-conscious construction are becoming the new normal. Stable electricity, check reliable water systems, check fast internet, smart housing, and top-tier health and education facilities. Triple check. Cape Town proves that you can have beaches and bandwidth, style, and substance all in the same place. And while most cities are still figuring out how to go green, Cape Town's already halfway there, looking good while doing it. But if Cape Town is the elegant model, our final stop is the powerhouse behind the camera, the city that drives Africa's economy, innovation, and global reputation. Enter Johannesburg, South Africa, the continent's beating financial heart and infrastructure heavyweight champion. This isn't just a city, it's a statement. Johannesburg is where highways stretch to the horizon, skyscrapers kiss the clouds, and every block hums with enterprise. The city's road network is massive, connecting industries, suburbs, and commerce in an intricate web that never sleeps. The skyline? Iconic. From the gleaming Santon Towers to the shimmering Gautrain rails, a high-speed marvel that links Joburg to Pretoria in under 30 minutes. Everything about this place screams efficiency and ambition. Johannesburg's infrastructure ecosystem is built for business, airports, digital grids, transit systems, power lines, and everything in between. The OR Tambo International Airport isn't just South Africa's largest, it's one of Africa's most advanced, handling millions of travelers and tons of cargo with clockwork precision. The city's telecom infrastructure is top-tier, driving Africa's finance, tech, and logistics industries. Sure, Joburg has its challenges, but it's constantly reinventing itself, from upgrading power systems to expanding sustainable housing projects. It's a metropolis that refuses to settle. Johannesburg doesn't just participate in Africa's growth, it fuels it. So there you have it. 10 African cities, proving that infrastructure isn't just concrete and cables. It's ambition, vision, and pride cast in steel and glass. From Dar es Salaam's rising skyline to Johannesburg's towering dominance, These cities are rewriting Africa's narrative, not as the continent of potential, but as the continent of progress. If this journey blew your mind, then hit that like button harder than a construction hammer. Subscribe for more stories about Africa's transformation and drop a comment below. Which city do you think should top the list next year? Until next time, keep watching, keep learning, and never underestimate Africa, because the world's future might just be getting built right here.